Greetings and welcome to today's mini sermon. I have a phrase for us to think about this week. Look again. Sometimes we look at a person and we think we know everything there is to know about them. Sometimes we look at a situation and we think that we know exactly how it's going to turn out. And sometimes we look at our own lives and we wonder, how could God possibly be at work in this? As we turn to our scripture this week, we see the story of the Canaanite woman, and we see the disciples who merely saw an outsider. They saw someone who didn't belong, and they wanted Jesus to send her away. But Jesus saw something that they didn't. He saw a mother who was desperate for her daughter. He saw someone who refused to give up. And the woman that the disciples wanted to send away, she became the person that Jesus lifted up as an example of great faith. The disciples, they saw a problem, but Jesus saw a person. And then we go back to our story of Joseph. His brothers had betrayed him. They threw him in a pit. They sold him into slavery. And for Joseph, the pit was real. The betrayal was real. The years of slavery and prison were real. But just because they were real didn't mean that was the entire story. Joseph could have looked back and he could see that God had been at work in the middle of his story, a story that he never would have chosen for himself. But God was still at work. Isn't that true for us too? We can't see our whole story. We can only see what's right in front of us. But my friends, God sees the whole story. So this week, look again. Look again at the person that you think that you know. Look again at the situation that you think is over. And look again at your own life. There may be more to the story than what you can see. Look again. I want to thank you for joining me here today at Grace United Church of Christ in Hanover. I'm Pastor Amy, and I'm so glad that you're here. You can join us for worship on Sundays at 10 a.m. right here at the church, or you can find us on Facebook. Now, we will not have a live Facebook service on the 23rd or the 30th of August. We have two special services that won't be able to be live streamed. So I highly encourage you to come join us in person. On the 23rd, we'll be here in the sanctuary, and on the 30th, our fifth Sundays are special at Grace. We'll worship outside. You can bring a continental potluck breakfast item along that we can join in fellowship, worship outside, have some breakfast together, and celebrate the blessings of the backpacks and the briefcases as our littlest ones and our not so little ones go back to school this week and the coming weeks. I hope that you can join us for those two special services in person. If not, you can find us online any other time. I'm so glad that you are here with us. And no matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome here exactly as you are.